Good morning. I'm painting my shed. Well, actually, my husband's doing a fantastic job on it because it's really his shed, so he's very invested in it. But it's looking better every day, right? Alrighty. Today, we are going to talk about why giving yourself positive self-affirmation, that is saying good things to yourself, saying well done to yourself, is absolutely essential to you changing your overeating habits. And when I'm talking about overeating habits, I'm talking about when you eat when you're not hungry, when you don't stop when you've had enough, you keep going until you're completely full, when you go all out on special occasions, be it a Friday, a Saturday, a Christmas, anything like that. When you snack all day or graze or give yourself treats or deny yourself treats and then go face down in them, like binge eating or having mini binges and splurges and starting over, all of these eating behaviors that are sadly too familiar to me because I struggled with them a lot, especially in my teens. I'm Laura Lloyd, a food psychology coach, and I overcame binge eating in my teens and was left with a legacy of overeating, an overeating pattern that has taken me another decade to completely get a master of. And now that I understand it, I just can't wait to share it with you because I've understood now how it is that you can use habit change and changing your thoughts using, I use cognitive behavioral therapy, but it's just very, very simple, a process of understanding your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And that's how we can change our weight without concentrating on whether to eat this or to eat that. Okay, so positive self-affirmation, saying well done to yourself, high-fiving yourself, encouraging yourself. This is not optional. Why not? Okay, so many of us think if we lose weight, we'll feel good about ourselves and we'll tell ourselves well done, and we'll wait for other people to say, hey, you look good, before we actually take that in and take the compliment. We are not giving compliments to ourselves all the time. Meanwhile, I don't know if you identify with this kind of emotional eating where you eat to reward yourself, right? You eat because a bit of work that you're doing is hard, or you eat because you've had a hard day, so you deserve it, or you eat because you're celebrating because you did well. You're rewarding yourself with food, okay? So why aren't you rewarding yourself internally with good words, with well done, with go on girl, you can do this? If you want to lose weight and maintain a weight loss, learning to encourage yourself and to celebrate every small win on the way is your royal road to weight loss and weight maintenance. If you don't do this, after that 2 weeks, when everyone's congratulated you on your weight loss, you won't have any good vibes anymore. You won't have anyone giving you the well dones, the strokes, the positive affirmations, and you will be left giving yourself a hard time. You'll find things to give yourself a hard time for. Now, why is this so important? This is absolutely important because when we're creating a new habit, we want to reward it, okay? If I want my kids to start cleaning their rooms at the weekend, I'm going to give them some pocket money. They do something I want them to do, and I give them a reward, okay? Now, the behavioral psychologists, Skinner, and the very early behaviorals, Pavlov, discovered that, right? If you give a reward, the behavior repeats. Pavlov rang a bell, the dog gets the food, and the dog responds every time the bell is rung. Okay, now Skinner studied a lot the difference between reward and punishment, and he proved that reward was the most effective way to teach conditioning, to condition new behaviors, that punishment was much, much, much less effective than positive reinforcement. Okay, now, just think about this. If you have eaten every time you've had a bad day and felt crap, you have basically rewarded feeling crap about yourself with food. You've rewarded self-hate. You've rewarded feeling depressed. You've rewarded a victim mindset. Now that we want to lose weight, we want to reward ourselves for tiny little behaviors that are in the right direction. So let's say I get the urge to eat more dessert after I finish my ice cream. Okay, now I might eat all of that dessert and then feel terribly guilty and then think, oh my God, I'll just go all out and eat everything in sight. And then I'm basically rewarding myself for feeling guilty by allowing myself total free reign. Loads of food, okay? And if I want to create a behavior which is like a little bit in the right direction, where say I want to have more ice cream, but I don't have it right away. I just wait 10 minutes and then I see if I still want it. Maybe I still have it. Now, at the end of the day, I could either give myself a hard time for caving in and having it after 10 minutes, or I could say, well done, I created a pause. I thought about it. I waited a little bit. I gave myself a moment for the conversation to come in about, is this what I really want? I could absolutely sing my praises at the end of the day, or I could haul myself over the coals for the end result. The person who sings their praises as they get nearer and nearer to what you want, the behavior that you want, is the person who's going to succeed. We have to give a positive feedback loop to behaviors that are in the right direction, guys. So when you look at what you've eaten at the end of the day, how often are you giving yourself a hard time about your eating in the day? Or how often are you celebrating, you saying, these are 3 things I did right. These are 3 things I'm grateful for. And this is one thing I'm going to learn from. This process, structuring, being deliberate about your positive self-affirmation, drawing smiley faces in your diary, saying, I did this, at least I did this. Brilliant. Yay me. That's the process that's going to get you to weight loss. And as you go there, you're going to feel better and better and better. You're going to start to have confidence. You're going to start to feel ready for your life ahead. And it's going to make all the difference. Convinced? Okay, don't skip over this. Don't think, okay, I can do this in my head. Get your notebook out at the end of the day. 3 smiley faces, 3 things I did right. Love you. Take care.